Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk for Us TV. Back again with the Talk for Us news. We are live on this very fine Thursday night. I'm sat in the garden as well and getting some fresh air as per usual. It's Chris Hughton ready to pounce on its transfers that he is wanting. Obviously, it is very quiet at the minute in terms of transfers for the Reds. Obviously, we normally a little bit more than normal around this time we are after, but it is been very quiet and that. Obviously, I know that Chris Hughton don't like to really talk about his transfers publicly. I know Forest haven't been for a while, especially since Miyakis has been in because they don't want to get their what they call it transfer pins out to other people where they can actually penetrate what we are trying to do. So obviously, it is being very quiet on the transfer front, but it's Chris Hughton ready to pounce because it is coming up to the end of June where all everyone's contract is becoming undone and all that. Obviously, we're all seeing quite a few clubs starting to announce signings, and especially with the team coming back to pre-season training. We already seen that the academy players could be back on Monday already for their pre-season, and with the squad possibly going to Austria as well, could it mean that Forest could be back in pre-season training? I mean, it getting quite funny is they did it last pre-season as well, a little bit where Forest weren't as communicating enough with the fans and that. They didn't really say too much on the friendlies. So we had to find out from other clubs how we were getting on. So, obviously, with the fixtures coming out in 13 hours, well, we will be live for the fixtures. And actually, we'll be getting through and all that for it. So, you will have to keep a tabs out for that tomorrow morning. But obviously, Chris Hughton, is he ready to pounce on his transfers and could it fall? I mean, with the team coming back sometime this week, it could be Friday by the time they come back from a couple of whispers I heard, but could it mean that Forest ready to announce them end of this week, so next week, ahead of the pre-season coming back? So a lot to actually could be happening at the minute with City Ground with Chris Hughton. I mean, there hasn't been funny that to suggest that he's ready to improve his attack in Arsenal, especially with that Glenn Murray retirement, Knockout going back with Grabban getting too old now. Could it mean that we'd be starting to be pushing on for younger players now? I mean, I've read something the other day saying that we could be getting traded for an older players that with selling value, and if we do get older players, they'll probably get a year two maybe at the easiest. So it could be for me means that we are looking at probably trade for an under with that bit of an experience and um, that bit of quality and selling fee. But obviously, he knows that we need to strengthen that up front. And with Joe Wald, it's been funny, I know that Joe Wald does want to stay at the club, didn't say that. Yeah, he is saying it that he is wanting to stay at the City Ground and that he don't want to go at all. So there's a lot going off at the minute within the City Ground. Unfortunately, that we're probably not being told too much, but obviously, with friendlies being organised, with everything being organised, I mean, I don't want to sound too negative on it or too refer, but there's lots of things that other teams are announcing that we've got games against them, but for worse, we're not really funny and could mean that we'd be pouncing and that we are actually ready to be very open about it funny. Obviously, we are looking for a couple of strikers. We are probably looking to strengthen our windows, especially with knockout on the Obi gone. We've got left with Lolly and Martin. So obviously, with Carl finally coming back, number 10, Felipe going back, could have just been a sweet swap there. The two holding midfielders, especially with Garner going, could it mean that we are actually looking for couple of extra midfielders? And with that, we got no cover. So get your comments coming in the chat. We have got the super chat going off as well. So we'd like to hear from you. Tell us what you think. Chris Hughton is ready. Sounds like he's ready to pounce on his transfers, and could it will be for? I mean, with us being back on Friday, could we hear something from Forest before? I mean that we do sort of transfer business when the players just come back on for pre-season training. So a lot going off, too much going off. I imagine that with the first 3 days already, obviously. Imagine that after all the props ready, all the media stuff ready to actually do things. Obviously, we are seeing that Joe Peelpot, who we have been linked with from Wimbledon, he's having talks with other clubs now. We have got White, who is on his way up to Celtic. There's one more that I said today on the social media, and he's on his way as well. So it is meaning that we are probably will lose out on decent players, but I just hope that Forest don't do any panic buying towards the end of the transfer window, because then we don't need to. I think if we do our business early, and if we have done our business early and actually got them in, I do feel like that it will benefit the club quite a bit in terms of having people in early on so they can bond before even we do play, because we seem to be getting players in late, but they're not being able to bond on bedding into the how we want to do things. So I do always hope that Finny will do get them in early. So, but we have got the transfer deadline day. We have got the fixtures day off coming up tomorrow as well. So we've got quite a bit to look forward to. Obviously, quite a few people are saying keeping our younger players. I mean, there have been a lot of talk during World today, especially with Burnley wanting their low centre half, and especially when McKenna and Wall building up that good partnership, it will keep a very, very good foundation to build on, and that they are saying about and they are saying about trying to keep our best players and trying to keep within FFP, and it'd be nice that we could keep your Ben Johnson, Martins, Worrells, where and she'll build it one. And yeah, fair enough. History says that we don't keep hold of our best players. We don't, to refer to us. We are absolutely dreadful for doing it. But I just think that it'd be nice to actually do it and actually keep hold of them instead of actually having to sell them single to make a mark. So it will be very, very interesting week. But we're expecting players back sometime soon. But Chris Hughton is ready to pounce on players and actually ready to knuckle down. And obviously with the new recruitment team in place, and it sounded like that they're going to do a lot of work. And with Dave Murphy being the new CEO, it does look like that. With them being in place, hopefully be in place soon, that we can pounce on these sorts of people sooner rather than later. So it will be very, very interesting, to say the least, when it, I mean, I imagine that most of them are doing the work now to actually get them in on that, and I can imagine that with that they are probably could be advancing most situations, but other situations that we're not. So will it be interesting? I think it will be a very, very interesting time, but that's what I say. So I tell us what you think, and actually thank you for watching, and goodbye.